Yes, but before we get to that, just a reminder then of what's happening in the Premier League as Crystal Palace will take on the villains of Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest will take on the citizens of Manchester City as the teams look to consolidate their UEFA Champions League positions in the top 5.
And now we're back to the action on court. It is the third quarter as more changes are brought in by Precious Mthembu for her side. Jade Atkins stepping into that wing attack position. Zanele, it's another player that you've worked intimately with in your time at the University of Stellenbosch.
Absolutely value her. I think she's a dynamic player, currently at the University of Pretoria as a first-year student now. Very good on the center position as well, Jade Atkins. It comes in on the wing attack for the Baby Spa Proteas. And then on the side of the Free State Crinums, Woloti comes in on that wing attack position. She's a specialist wing defense. I mean, she played for the Northwest University, played for Flames on that wing defense position. But I guess, you know, versatility is the order of the day. Oh, excellent from Latualo. What a brilliant stretch. Turns that ball for the Crinums. I enjoy Libe in that shooting circle. She just needs to make sure that she converts those goals. I mean, she's well within range, but I love her positioning, her composure.
Oh, that's good offering from Mumbai. Pressured pass, but she does well to gain possession. Oh, that's an area that Precious Mthembu is going to have to look into. As we now get an opportunity to hear from Martha Muswaki-Sam, as Vanessa is on standby to have a quick chat.
Coach, we see Carla Pretorius is not here. Any reason why? Right, Coach, so when we look at the defence on Native and the changes that you've made moving her to goal defence, you have really an amazing defensive setup. And we've always spoke about, you know, the Crinums having the best defence in the Telkom Netball League. And it seems like you guys are just going to continue doing what you're doing.
Yes, I think that's the advantage that we have, but it doesn't also help to only have good defensive side. We also have to have a good attacking side for us to win the matches. So yeah, I'm quite excited to see what the Native can do on goal defense.
Coach, earlier I asked you about Carla Pretorius not being here. Could you just confirm why she's absent?
Carla Pretorius has some family commitments and she also has work commitments. She had already committed to some a project at work, and unfortunately, due to the clashes, she had to obviously prioritize her job. But she will be joining on Wednesday.
That's what we love to hear, Coach. I mean, we all believe that netball is life, but sometimes there's life outside of netball. Speaking about the attacking side, you said that you need good shooters. Just a short comment on Bianca Libe coming into this goal shooting side. And I see the smile on your face, Coach, because wow, she's just playing so well.
Yes, such a fantastic player. I mean, she's only her first year and she's doing amazing stuff there. She's very solid on that goal shooter position. She's not scared to take the shots, and yeah, I'm very excited with Bianca's performance at the moment.
Coach, all of us are excited. I'll let you go. And yeah, I can see the smile on your face. Your team's doing well, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's nice and easy one for the defending champions, Free State Crinums. Really, I'm impressed to see, you know, the depth that Martha Mswati was speaking about. I mean, she speaks about having 6 new players in the side, and I mean, they've just slotted in like as if they've been part of the side for many years. But the core does remain the same. Let's see if they can defend their title this season. They're going to have some tough matchups, though. If you're just looking at teams like the Jaguars, who lost to the Crinums that final last year by 1 goal. Southern Stings also coming in strong. The Golden Fireballs having William Somi as an assistant coach with Dr. Elsie Jordan. It's going to be a cracker of a Telkom Netball League.
Yeah, it certainly will be. And I mean, you know, as you're talking, Zanele, and just picking up from Vanessa's conversation with Marta, there's really been an intentional move towards former national players assuming coaching positions. I mean, you there as well. Love the fact that Mongi's there, Alsha, Karla, you know, for Crinums. I mean, the list is endless. Precious Mthembu, Pumza Maweni. And it just kind of gives me a sense that, you know, that is the direction that netball is going. Get the players who've been there, who know what it takes, who know the standard, who know how to demand excellence, and let them be at the forefront. And how wonderful is that, you know, because I think for the longest time we always questioned, interrogated, you know, how certain people assume, you know, the coaching personnel. But I mean, look at that. 2 former national athletes, and it doesn't get better than that.
No, it doesn't at all, Simi. And also it's young coaches as well, you know, so those opportunities are being given. And they've proven their pedigree. Speaking of Morgan Sorby, you know what she's done at the varsity netball level. Now she's stepping up in the Telkom netball standard. You know, she's played at this level as well. It's really giving back to our netball, and this can only improve our standard of play. You know,
Yeah.
and we also have players playing overseas as well, so it's all working together for our good, I feel.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think eventually, you know, we'll get to the point where, like many other international teams, where we know what the South African DNA is, what the South African style of play is, because the players at the forefront understand it, they get it, and they've been there.
And also what we're doing at the moment is really working closely with all the coaches, you know, Jenny and myself, and we understand that it's not going to be a Jenny and Zanele show, it's going to be a South African netball show. And the coaches are buying in, and we're sharing information, and we want to try and come up with a South African way of doing this thing, you know. I mean, we've been there before, so we know that working together is definitely the answer and the solution. And we can change this narrative. You know, we've been talking about standing on the podium since 1995, and I think it's about time now that we really get on that podium, and we will do it when we, as players and coaches, buy in.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm really excited to see what happens in that landscape. So at the moment, 2 players. This is the strategy you guys are talking about. Getting the players that can take those Telkom super shots to sink them in. As we see Zandre Smith of the Crinums standing behind the bench, and she is a fast 5 sensational that can take the long range shots. And you can see her, Zanele, already up on her feet, getting ready for their super shot, which will happen in about 4.5 minutes.
And you'll have Coach Martha Mswati being the Fast 5 head coach as well, so she knows how these strategies, she knows how to apply these strategies. Very smart move from the Crinums. So she'll make that call and make that change and bring in Zandre Smith on that goal shooter position.
Simi Mdaka and Zanele Njodana, let me just ask you one thing. Making a change a couple of minutes before you need to actually perform and put up those long shots, don't you think as a coach you should give them a little bit more time to settle in that combination? Is 4 minutes enough?
I'll leave that to coaches, Zanele.
Well, Vanessa, I think Zandre Smith is a well-oiled machine. I think she's got nerves of steel. This is what she does, you know, and 4 minutes is enough for her to be able to get her mojo. But I hope I'm not jinxing her now, but let's get a...
I think it's a reasonable time. I'll tell you why, ladies. A quarter can be quite long. And for me, 4 minutes is actually sufficient because she has one job, and that job is to sink in those 2-pointers within 2 minutes. So you want her warm enough, you know, for her to be able to slot in, but not tired enough to sit out the whole quarter. So I think it's going to be exciting to see what happens from the Crinums. And no pressure to Zandre. We're just putting it out there. You know, this is what we can expect in this year's Telkom Netball League.
You know what they say in Koso, Kutre Wotenjwa.
Oh,
They've sent her out because they trust her. They know that she's going to deliver the goods.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant move from Coach Mart.
Yeah, I do think it's a valid question, but at the end of the day, the coach, you know, as a coach, you know your players, you know what they're capable of, and we've seen what Smith can do, so there's no question in her ability. I think it's just, when it's crunch time, you would want to give your player the best opportunity and the best platform to grow from. And I think 4 minutes is enough time. I do agree.
No, and I mean, if she doesn't happen to, you know, to fire, then Coach Mart will know that maybe 4 minutes is not sufficient time. Then she can maybe next time add another 2 minutes type of thing. But you've got to try something. So let's see how it plays out for the shooting circle of this Crinum side.
Well, talk about how things are playing out. They're certainly playing well. Out nicely, this Spar Baby Protea side. They've closed the gap. Oh my, that's another overcooked pass. They had the opportunity to reduce this margin to 6 goals. But sometimes they're just not connecting with Umbaili on that last offload. But 7 goals difference is still a good fight from the Spar Baby Proteas. Good take.
Exceptional. No, I don't think that was the right pass from Fourie to Smith. I mean, Smith is a head shorter than Kobler. Oh, good give and go for Jade Atkins. Finds herself on the edge, but no ways would that ball land in the hands of Dipuko. Not worth the Letwalo there. Now that they lacking connections here on the side of the Baby Spar Proteas and the delivery of that ball to the shooters. But I also feel that Dipuko needs to give them more options. At the moment, just holding and, you know, expecting the over ball is not working. So bring some variety there, change it up a bit.
So these Spar Baby Proteas warming up as well towards the end of this third quarter. But we're only just a few seconds away from the Crinums Telkom Super Shot. And we can expect some fireworks. And looking at the last 10, then 5 out of 10 for each side, equally split in the middle. So it's really good comeback from this Spar Baby Protea side as the music then goes off, signaling the start of the Telkom Super Shot.
I was actually quite impressed with the way the Crinums played that ball around to make sure that by the time that 2 minutes hits, you know, they are in that position to take the super shot. It just speaks to how aware of the clock and what's happening on court the players are. Fourie, also a fast 5 player. See if she can sink this one for the Crinums. She does just that. Makes it look so easy. And that's a happy coach. Coach Martha Muswaka Sam. Oh, they're running that clock down, the Baby Spar Proteas, but I think that it's going to be important for them to actually get a goal as well. And that's the thing, that's the difference between the power play in varsity netball. when it's power play, it doesn't matter who called the power play, both teams benefit. They both get 2 points. In this instance, it's only the team whose super shot it is.
I think that is the explanation that Zanele is offering right now, and I can see Lisa telling Bali that it's not their Telkom super shot, so they're not going to get the benefit.
Yeah, so she could have just taken that ball much closer to the post and make sure that she sinks that 1-pointer. Let's see Smith. Oh, that's what we've come to know. Oh, this Crinums side have got all the cards. They've got all the options for all different scenarios. Oh, that's good play from Victor. Quickly to Ingverson.
So there's the super shot from Zandre Smith as we conclude the third quarter, and they did very well